Hey guys, I'm Josh James and welcome to JJ Vlogs. Although you probably didn't search for JJ Vlogs. Probably searched for Essena O'Neill. Now, I'm assuming most of you know who she is or you wouldn't have clicked on this video. Or you've seen the name batted about and wanted to find out a bit more, so just quickly, she's a 19-year-old mainly Instagram star, although she did have a YouTube account. She saw relative success. I hadn't heard of her until recently. But she's really blown up since she's announced she's quitting social media because it's just made her so unhappy with how fake it all is, how false she's been acting on it. There were stories of her getting her sister to take photos while she posed on a beach for 2 hours just to get the right snaps, the right lighting, the right, making sure everything was perfect. And she said it's this false image of myself that, I haven't really captured the real essence here, and she hated the way that it was controlling her life and manipulating her and the people involved in her life, and the people that consume the media she put out. Interestingly, I read a piece in, I think it's Huffington Post the other day, about her saying that since she's announced she's quitting and all this has kicked off, she's retconning all of her old posts and saying what actually happened, how she was feeling on the day, and I've read a few of them, I'm not going to lie. It's quite sad. But is social media inherently bad for you? I mean, I agree in many ways that it can be false. I mean, if any of you are the same age as me watching this, I know a lot of the younger people on the internet won't have even had like a MySpace or before that, even free webs, and we're going back now. But MySpace angles existed. You had to get the right angles to make sure that you were looking good. But I don't think it was thought of as narcissistic then. And age may be a factor. I was 14, 15 when I first got on MySpace. I don't know whether kids these days are becoming more vain and narcissistic because of the social pressures and social medias and all these trends that are growing amongst the younger culture, that promote this sort of idea, and the celebrities that are famous for. You have people who are famous for being popular on Instagram now. You have people who are famous just for looking good, which can't be a good thing. But I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the kids, consuming this type of media as long as they understand it. I know when I was younger, I definitely wasn't thinking narcissistically. I was thinking this is just what people do. You're on MySpace, so you use the MySpace angles. It was humorous. It wasn't. Oh shit, I've got to take 60 photos and then maybe there'll be a good one in there, or like articulate and sort of very much constructed and designed for that purpose. It was a different time. I'm not saying I don't fall victim to trying to look good online though. Obviously I have a YouTube channel, a second one now actually. The main reason that I'm uploading this as a rant on my vlog channel is because I've just been on holiday. I shot for a couple of weeks solid before I went away to make sure I had content to put up on that main channel whilst I was away. I've come back and we're all human. I'm tired. I've come back to work. I'm not ready. My body clock's not settled yet. I've got 2 more episodes left in my current series and I'm just not going to deliver a good product on time. I could probably finish the episode and get it up today. But if I'm not going to put out something good, then I'd rather not put anything out at all. Because that's, it's harmful to the image that I'm trying to maintain. And in the past, I've earlier this year, actually was the most recent time, I fell into a bit of an identity crisis. I felt really sad about everything really. I started to go through my social medias, my Facebook, my Twitter, Instagram, etc., and I deleted everything I'd ever put on there from 2015 all the way back to like 2007, just to get a fresh start, because it wasn't who I was at that moment and it didn't feel right. And in many ways I'm sad. I did manage to. I got a recovery software for my computer, so I managed to like get some files that I deleted from the trash back of like family memories, etc. Because I got rid of absolutely everything. So I think in certain ways it's good to edit and to moderate what you put out to the world. I mean, even now, like I got my social medias back in about end of April, May. No, end of May. Sorry. It scares me how much I've put out already. Like I think I've tweeted about 1,500 tweets. I know that I've definitely done some drunk tweets. That's usually my Friday night time, is drunk tweets. So have fun with that at J. James Films. And I think, God, it would take me so long to go through here and do what I did again. I'm sure there's some stuff in there that I'd look back on and go, oh, fuck no, why did I say that? Like, I wish I hadn't have said that, but you can't retcon life as much as you may want to. You can't. That's like I was always a big purveyor of never having regrets, and everything happens for a reason, and I still believe that to a certain degree. And I mean, I don't have too many regrets in my life. There are certain things I wish would have went differently, but then I don't know if I would be where I am now. I suppose it's like that with the internet as well. If you want to be somebody on the internet, you got to remember that shit's out there for life. I mean, you can delete things, but people remember. Like, I'll do something on the internet, and then like I'll sort of edit it later. I'll go into work, or I'll like go out with friends, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, when did you put that up?" Or "What was that about?" I'm like, "Shit, people do listen to what I say. People actually pay attention." But is social media bad? I don't think so. I think as long as you're using it, I don't even want to say for good. As long as you're using it in a way that benefits you and doesn't discredit or harm others, I think it's a great tool. I think it's this beautiful tool that brings us together. I mean, in many ways. I mean, they're saying the world's getting smaller, but a lot of people are saying that like it's a bad thing. We have a wider access to knowledge now. We have, you can connect with people that it would take weeks to get replies to, in the mail, maybe like, 10, 15 years ago. I mean, I say that like we didn't have the internet then, but I mean, it wasn't as wide as it is now. Like, at the touch of a button on your phone, you can get in touch with whoever you want. I think as long as you approach the internet in a clever and constructive manner, don't take everything you read on the internet face value. Don't share Britain First posts, for God's sakes. I think social media is a good tool. There's actually a video on my main channel I did with Michael Stevens and Jake Roper of Vsauce called "What is YouTube?" And if you take the words video sharing platform out of what they said, it applied for pretty much any social media on the internet. It's this wonderful place where people can get together and create and communicate ideas, emotions and feelings. Which is what I'm doing now. To this camera lens. But by the time this goes up, it'll be to you, the viewer. Whether you agree, disagree, care or don't care, I just wanted to rant about this. As Essena did, and I hope she finds peace with the internet. She's 19, I'm 24, and I fell out with the internet at least 2 or 3 times. I've had periods in my life where I thought, why am I making videos about this? Why am I writing this in this place? And I've struggled with my online identity because I've wanted to be heard. Obviously I still do, or I wouldn't be making videos. I mean, this is foreign to me, talking to a camera. I don't do this. I do sketches, I do little shorts, silly films. But essentially, at the end of the day, I push all this because I want to be heard. Because I enjoy doing what I do. and I want other people to take something away from that and enjoy that too, which I don't think is a bad thing. And I think using social media to my advantage is a good thing, as long as I feel good about it and as long as it's not invasive. But you've got to find this line between reality and the internet. It's easy to blur when you're a YouTuber, because it all sort of blends into one, you know. But just know your audience, and if you don't have an audience, I mean, you do have an audience. Like, even if you're not a personality on the internet, keep it appropriate for your friends and your family. If there's things that you'd rather say in real life, don't leave a cryptic update on there, or, you know, put something out there you're going to regret. Put something out there that can be reposted anywhere, or just be safe on social medias. Social medias aren't bad. They've brought us closer than ever, and I mean, people say they've taken the humanity out of things, but before that it was texting, and there was always going to be, you know, these ventures into the unknown, and as long as you, and it's going to continue. It's only, technology is only growing more and more so. But as long as you can keep on top of it, as hard as it may be, I honestly don't feel there's any danger in it. So to wrap up, I really hope Essena gets back on top of this, because I know it can feel horrible to lose yourself in the wide spectrum of social media, and to feel like you're losing a part of yourself and your identity because you've constructed it just to make you feel better. But hopefully with all the support she's been getting, you know, recently, she's had criticisms as well, but hopefully with all the support she's been getting and all the people who have been speaking out about this subject, whether they agree with her or not, she'll find peace with it soon, and herself. So I'm Josh James, that was one long ass rant, and I am signing off.